For this album, you work with Ross Orton, but he's not a typical rock band producer. Why that collaboration? Or
well, to be honest, because we're all fans of what he did. I mean, we want to change things and move things along with this record. Certainly from mine and Ross's perspective, we into a lot of different types of music as well. Well, everyone is, we're all into different types of music, but Ross is known for working with a lot of kind of electronic artists, but also he has worked with a lot of rock bands as well.
He is a rocker at the end of the day as
he
well.
Is, yeah, absolutely. So he kind of seemed to be the perfect fit, really, in the fact that he had all bases covered, because we wanted to experiment. We would have probably experimented more if we had more time, if I'm honest, but you know, for the time we had, it was, and he's just so good to work with.
Yeah.
He pushed us so hard, so hard, in a great way, you know, to get the best possible performance from all of us. And you know, we all had at least one song where we had a complete meltdown, because he was like, no, keep going, and for the best, you know. Yeah, really grateful to work with him. He's a very good dude. And also Dave Karatsu, the engineer that we worked with as well, he's a great guy.
He just totally got what we were about and what we wanted to achieve with the record. Like from day one, we went in, did a couple of tracks just to sort of test the water, and they ended up being the first 2 tracks on the record. Yeah, so it just clicked straight away, and it was really exciting to work with him. He had ideas, and we sort of bounced off each other. But yeah, like Mark said, he was quite a tyrant at times.
In the best possible way.
Always with a smile on his face, though,
yeah.
so he's a lovable guy.
He's a hell of a character. It's brilliant.
speaking of the first tracks, what was the first song that set the tone for the rest of the album?
It was probably Wait in the Car, actually,
the
very first track. That was the first thing that we recorded with Ross. I mean, it stayed very faithful to the original again, from when it was first written through to being recorded. I mean, there's obviously lots of different sounds on there that we couldn't sort of make in my shed at my house, but you know, with Ross's guidance, he's got lots of toys in his studio, which is great fun. But I think that really set the tone, because we don't want to do anything that is kind of contrived or been done. You know, everyone kind of expects us to, we're a rock band kicking with a big rock song, you know, to start a record, and it's not what it's about. There's a bit of a message to it. So
yeah, could you give an example of what you mean with like people that what people expect from you?
Well, I guess, you know, rock bands, everyone would expect the first track to be this big, you know, in your face moment, and
you save that for the second track.
It's just not us. We're kind of, you know, a bit different to that. Again, purely because we're into such different music. All of us are in such different music. You know, we don't think of it in terms of bands and scenes or anything like that. We just literally get into a room and write together, and what comes out is a Lonely Brave song. We've never once sat down and thought about how we want to sound, or
it's not contrived at all. Is it?
Just.
Yeah. But we also, we never want to keep reproducing the same music. I mean, what's the point, really?
Yeah, but isn't that hard to like keep your sound, but experiment?
I think if you're true to, you know, if you're true to who you are, and you do just keep writing from your heart, no matter how different you change it up, it's still going to sound like you. So hopefully it will continue that way, and just keep sounding like a progression, and still have our identity. I mean, I can't really see it going too drastically wrong unless we suddenly decide to start playing, I don't know, reggae or something. But even then, it probably still doesn't sound like that.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also read somewhere that you guys don't feel any pressure, even though like a lot of people already have a lot of expectations from you and are calling you like the future of rock and stuff like that. How come?
I think that's what comes down to a personal thing. As a band, do we not feel any pressure? I don't know. I think on a personal level, certain parts of what we do are very highly stressed and very pressurized. But when it comes to kind of writing and making music, from a personal point of view, you can only write about what you're feeling and about the things that are affecting you, and you know. So from that aspect, you can't do anything else. I mean, we've never sat down and thought, right, we need this song to be a single, and let's, you know, so from that aspect, I don't feel any pressure, because if someone said it wasn't good enough, well, I'm sorry, I can't write anything else. I'm not going to sit and try and write a certain way, because people can tell it just sounds contrived, and everyone can name a million bands that sound like that, you know. And if to be honest, if that ended, my career, I won't say our career, but if this isn't commercial enough, then that's fine by me. I
don't think you could say this new record's commercial. Like, I think it's some really interesting, dark moments on it, and definitely I think it stands a little bit away from other bands.
Yeah.
No disrespect to other bands, but I mean, like, obviously there are pressures, like, and we feel nervous about. We didn't know how people would take the record, for example, like the fans that love the first album. But everyone's taken it straight to their heart,
Yeah.
and the reaction's been incredible.
But when it comes to the creative part, there's no real pressure.
Not really. I mean,
not so far anyway.
We just want to be.
Wait till we get to the third one.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel it already. Actually.
Get writing quick. Let's get in the bus. Yeah.
No. And then another thing people always talk about are the videos you make. How involved are you when it comes to the videos?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we get quite heavily involved. We get a lot of treatment sent to us for people wanting to make videos for us, and ultimately then it comes down to our kind of decision with our team, obviously, which ones we think are going to work. And we're constantly blown away by the ideas, to be honest. And we've been really lucky. We've worked with some amazing people. I mean, the early stuff like Victory Line, Jeff LeBar, that was actually a little animated film that we really liked, and just approached him and said, could we use it? And he said, yeah, of course. And so he did a cut of his film for us, which is incredible. But yeah, we've worked with some amazing artists, and I mean, it's like we're just very lucky to work with people like that. But yeah, ultimately it's our call. We've had some treatments come through where we just don't feel it works. It doesn't represent us. So
the directors, we leave them to come up with the actual concept.
Yeah.
They just work to the song, and yeah, again we approve anything. Like if we don't like an idea, we'll definitely say. But yeah, it's like another part of the whole process, like working with other artists, like visual artists, to come up with their own, idea of what a song might mean, and get the visuals to go to that. It's really exciting every time. Like the latest one, Rattlesnakes, just like blew us away. And the guys that we work with are all so into the music as well, so really does help.
And is it always that the video, like the song is there and then you work on the video from the song?
Yeah. So yeah, we write obviously your music and bits and pieces, and then our team will send that out to various people to see if they want to. Well, a lot of people write treatments for it and send it back in.
Yeah. You get to choose the best one. Quite a nice job.
It's fun. It is fun.
And the new album, it's not even a month old. But have you already started working on some new stuff?
We've talked about it.
We've thought about it. That's the first.
Yeah, we talked about it. We should probably get back in and start writing. But I mean, again, being on tour is not really feasible for a band at our level to kind of be writing too much on tour. We do try.
I mean, I've definitely written some stuff over the last few months that, we'll see if it works when we get in a room together. Yeah, again, I think we probably want to move on. Who knows what will come out like at the moment. It's just
the idea of writing the same record twice scares the hell out of me. Honestly,
Why?
Well, like Ross said earlier on, it's about progression. I don't know. Fair play to bands that can be successful writing the same record 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times in a row, but it's not for me. I don't know. I just look at favourite artists of mine, or certainly Ross's as well. Bands like Radiohead. You look where they started to where they are now. I mean, that might not be for everyone, but they're pushing what they do and constantly evolving, constantly pushing and changing music and kind of the realms of what's acceptable of music, I guess, in a way. Not got any aspirations to do that, but you've got to satisfy your own curiosity and your own desire musically. Because if we just kept writing pop songs over and over again, you might as well just go and sit and do that in your bedroom and sell them to publishing, I guess, for other bands. But, yeah.
I think our fans would probably want us to carry on doing what we're doing anyway. Like they have the reaction to this new record. I would hope that it would continue to be, go with wherever we think. But like I said, we're never going to stray too far away. I mean, we're always going to sound like Lonely the Brave. Dave's going to be singing, so that's the sound.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to carry where we're next going to go.
Thank you. It seems like
Thank you.
like a nice ending. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you very much. Thank you.